the Biden administration is reportedly discussing a potentially controversial plan to negotiate directly with Hamas to secure the release of 5 American hostages currently held in Gaza. In an effort to bypass ongoing difficulties in broader ceasefire talks with Israel, these discussions would be mediated through Qatar, distinct from Israel's involvement. Hamas currently holds 5 Americans, Edon Alexander, Sagui Dakel Chen, Hirsch Goldberg Poland, Omer Nutra, and Keith Siegel, who were abducted during a terrorist attack on October 7. Additionally, the remains of 3 other Americans, believed to be killed by Hamas on that same day, are also of concern to U.S. officials. While the exact terms of the deal remain unclear, Hamas might be motivated by the potential to create tension between the U.S. and Israeli governments. The idea of negotiating with a terrorist group such as Hamas without Israel's involvement raises significant concerns. Israel under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu faces growing domestic pressure for action on behalf of hostages. Families of hostages are pushing for deals to free their loved ones, a sentiment shared by the parents of Hirsch Goldberg Poland, who publicly supported any U.S. efforts to negotiate hostages' freedom. This move might intensify existing strains between President Joe Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu. Past American efforts to rescue wrongful detainees often involve prisoner swaps, and it remains to be seen what the United States might offer in return to Hamas. The complication of potentially straining American-Israeli relations adds another layer of complexity. The timing of this decision coincides with recent events where 4 Israeli hostages were rescued by the Israel Defense Forces, though at a high cost, with Gaza's health ministry reporting at least 204 Palestinian deaths during the operation. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to visit the region to further discuss ceasefire attempts, but the latest developments might make these negotiations even more arduous. The Biden administration remains cautious, as indicated by the White House's refusal to comment. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan emphasized the lack of an official response from Hamas on the current proposals, while CIA Director William Burns and Brett McGurk, White House Middle East coordinator, are actively engaging in ongoing dialogues. Overall, this situation showcases the Biden administration's challenging balancing act between achieving humanitarian goals and maintaining critical geopolitical alliances. It emphasizes the significant and commendable efforts to protect American citizens, despite the broad and complex political implications.